When I was younger, sickness felt like a shadow, an unwelcome guest that arrived without warning. A headache, a fever, a wave of exhaustion that crashed my spirit and pressed me flat against the bed. I used to believe this was normal, that being sick was simply part of being human. But then something changed. I began listening to the stories of athletes, not the highlight, not the trophies, not the glittering moment broadcast on television, but the quiet moment, the painful moment, the invisible battles fought long before the stadium lights ever came on. And what I discovered shocked me. The strongest athlete in the world are not the ones who train harder. They are the ones who learn never to let sickness, weakness, or despair control their destiny. They had found something, a way of living, a way of thinking, a way of feeling that kept their bodies alive and their souls invincible. I started collecting their stories. A runner who healed chronic injuries through breath and stillness. A swimmer who transformed her immune system through resilience and cold water. Meditation. A fighter who faced cancer and trained through chemotherapy. A gymnast who turned fear into fuel. A wrestler who learned to breathe like a wolf to survive pain. A man with no legs who ran faster than the wind. I began writing these stories down, and as I did, I started noticing a pattern, a truth so profound, so powerful, that it changed the way I walked, the way I breathed, the way I thought. The body does not get sick first. The soul gets sick first. Your spirit collapses and the body follows. Your hope weakens and the immune system weakens with it. Your joy fades and your cells forget how to repair themselves. But here is the miracle athletes taught me. If you keep the soul strong, you will not break. If you keep the soul bright, you will not fall. If you keep the soul alive, you will never truly be sick again. This is not magic. This is not superstition. This is not fantasy. This is human resilience. I'll tell you the stories that changed my life. The stories that taught me how to sit with discomfort, how to embrace pain, how to heal from the inside out, and how to build a body that refuses to break. So, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and let me take you on a journey. The journey of how athletes taught me to stop dying and start living. There was once a runner named Elias. He was not the fastest, he was not the strongest. He wasn't born a prodigy. In fact, as a child, Elias was sick constantly. Asthma, bronchitis, fatigue so heavy he could barely walk up a hill. Doctors told him, "You should avoid physical exertion. Your lungs are too weak." But the body had a secret. Every night, he watched runners on television, their strides long and liquid, their bodies slicing through the air like blades, their lungs expanding like wings. He dreamed of running, running far, running fast, running as if sickness had never touched him. One day, when he was 10, Elias decided something radical. My sickness does not belong to me anymore. He stepped outside, chest tight, throat burning, and began to jog. He ran 10 meters, then collapsed. But he smiled, because for those 10 meters, he had been free. And so he ran again, and again, and again. His legs screamed, his body rebelled, his throat felt like fire, but his soul felt light. Years passed. The sick boy transformed into a disciplined young man. He ran in the rain, in the winter, in the heat, in the cold. He ran until pain became a memory, and breath became his greatest teacher. At 20, Elias discovered something astonishing. He could run for hours without losing his breath. He had reprogrammed his lungs. He had strengthened muscles inside him the doctors said were impossible to strengthen. He entered races, he won some, he lost many. But the race that changed his life was not the race he ran on the track. It was the one he ran inside his mind. People asked him, "How did you overcome sickness?" And he answered, "I stopped fighting my body. I listened to it. I breathed with it. And I taught it how to trust me again." From Elias, I learned something powerful. When the mind panics, the body collapses. But when the mind breathes, the body heals. He taught me the first rule of never getting sick. Rule number 1: heal yourself with your breath before sickness ever reaches your body. Her name was Mara. She grew up near the ocean, where waves crashed against the cliffs with the force of 1,000 drums. As a child, she feared the cold water. It felt alive, sharp, biting, merciless. But she loved the ocean anyway. She loved its moods, its colors, its whispers. At 19, Mara faced something terrifying, an immune disorder that let her body inflame, her joints swollen, her energy drained. Doctors said, "You will have to live with this." But Mara whispered, "No." One morning, she walked to the edge of a frozen lake. Snow covered the earth. Wind howled. The water was black as obsidian. She removed her coat. Her breath rose like smoke. Her heart pounded wildly, and she stepped in. For 10 seconds, she thought she would die. For 20 seconds, she left her soul tear open, or she felt her soul tear open. At 30 seconds, something miraculous happened. Her body stopped panicking. Her breath slowed. Her mind became still. Day after day, Mara returned to the cold. And the cold, that brutal, merciless cold, became her teacher. It taught her endurance. It taught her courage. It taught her that the body is far stronger than the mind believes. And slowly her symptoms faded. Her inflammation decreased. Her immune system strengthened. She became a cold water swimmer, one of the greatest of her generation. People asked, "How did you heal your body?" She answered, "I stopped running from discomfort. I made discomfort my ally." From Mara I learned. Rule number 2: do not escape challenge. Meet it. Immerse yourself in it. Your body grows stronger each time you refuse to flee. His name was Leon, and before the world feared him, he feared his own reflection. As a teenager, he was small, too small for boxing, too fragile for fighting, too quiet for the violent ballet of fist and fury. But he had something hidden inside him, something that only certain people discover, a spark waiting for a storm. At 21, Leon stepped into a boxing gym for the first time. The smell of sweat and leather hit him like a wave. Punching bags swung like pendulums. Fighters moved like shadows. He felt out of place, yet strangely at home. The coach laughed when Leon approached. "You, fight, kid. You don't have the bones for this." Leon lowered his eyes. "I'm not here to be great," he said. "I'm here to stop being afraid." Something in his voice surprised the coach. It was not arrogance. It was not hope. It was a quiet desperation, a plea from someone who had suffered silently for too long. The coach nodded once. "All right, let's see what you've got." Leon trained like a man building himself from scratch. He ran at dawn. He punched until his knuckles split. He skipped rope until the rope melted into rhythm with his heartbeat. His body changed, his mind sharpened, his fear dissolved. But life is not a straight path. Just as Leon entered his first regional tournament, he felt a strange lump under his arm, then fatigue, then night sweat that filled his bed drenched. Diagnosis: lymphoma, cancer. The doctor's voice droned like an echo inside his mind. "Chemotherapy begins in 2 weeks. His coach sat beside him. "You don't have to fight anymore, Leon." Leon stared at the floor. "That's exactly what I need to fight. Why I need to fight." Cancer would not take the one thing that finally gave him life. During chemotherapy, while others lay weak and trembling, Leon forced himself to the gym. His hands shook as he rubbed them. His legs warped as he shadowboxed. His breath burned. His skin paled. His hair fell. But his eyes hardened into steel. One afternoon, after a brutal treatment, he collapsed on the gym floor. His coach rushed to him. "What are you doing, Leon? Sit down." Leon's voice cracked. "I'm not fighting cancer. I'm fighting who I used to be." His coach kneeled, overwhelmed. This is beyond boxing, Leon." And it was. Over months, something miraculous happened. His scans improved. His tumors shrank. His doctor shook his head in disbelief. "You're responding better than expected. Keep doing whatever you're doing." Leon smiled. "What I am doing is refusing to die." After a year of treatment, Leon stepped back into the ring, not as a victim, not as a patient, but as a warrior who had fought death and learned its weaknesses. He won his first amateur fight, then another, then another. Not because he was the strongest, but because nothing his opponent did inside the ring could compare to what he had survived outside it. From Leon, I learned the body breaks long after the spirit does. If the spirit refuses to break, the body will find a way to follow. Her name was Serafina, and she was born with a gift that seemed almost unfair. By age 6, she moved like liquid grass. By 8, she flipped with the precision of a diamond. By 10, she was the rising star of her country's gymnastics academy. But talent is a fragile thing, easily shattered by expectation. At 13, during routine vault, Serafina slipped mid-flight. Her ankle twisted violently. Her body struck the mud. Her scream pierced the gym. Doctors said she would walk again, but gymnastics, unlikely. Her coach told her gently, "You've done enough, Sarah. It's time to rest." But resting was not in her nature. As her ankle healed, a new sickness grew, a sickness of fear. Fear of falling, fear of failing, fear of never being great again. Fear is the most silent sickness of all, and it infected her more deeply than injury ever did. Months later, she returned to the gym. The equipment loomed like monsters. The beam seemed thinner, the bars higher, the vault a beast that had once broken her. She couldn't breathe, she wanted to run. Then she met an older gymnast one who had survived 4 injuries, 3 surgeries, and decades of doubt. She said to Serafina, "Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is dancing with your fear until it grows tired of chasing you." Serafina trembled. "How do I begin?" The older gymnast pointed to her own heart. "Start here. Fear is loud, but you can learn to sing louder." For months, Serafina trained her mind before her body. Visualization, breath work, mindfulness, embracing fear instead of fighting it. Her body healed because her mind healed first. She stepped onto the vault runway again. Her heart pounded, her breath quickened, but this time she whispered, "I see you, fear, and you may walk beside me, but you will not lead." She ran, she vaulted, she flew, and she landed, not perfectly but profoundly. Her teammates burst into applause. Serafina cried, not because she was back, but because she had finally learned the truth. Fear is not your enemy. Fear is your teacher. Listen, then rise. You know this one, a boy born with no legs. A boy who entered a world that told him he would never walk, never run, never fight. But Zion Clark defied every destiny written for him. His story taught me the body is only limited when the mind accepts its limit. If the mind rebels, the body follows. But let's continue the journey. Her name was Talia. She suffered from depression, autoimmune disease, and chronic inflammation. Doctors prescribed pills, therapists prescribed rest, friends prescribed hope, but nothing worked. Her body ached, her mind darkened, her spirit weakened. One morning, unable to bear the pain of existing, she stepped outside and began to walk. Slowly, aimlessly, desperately. She walked for hours, then for days, then for weeks. Walking became running, running became distance, distance became healing. Her depression softened, her inflammation subsided, her immune system rebooted itself through movement. The doctor stared at her blood work in disbelief. "What on earth did you do?" Talia smiled gently. I moved because stillness, it was killing me." From her, I learned movement is medicine, and the body heals through motion. There was a weightlifter named Pavel who trained not like an athlete, but like a philosopher. He said, "The body is a reflection of the mind. If you tremble under weight, it's not your muscles, the fear, it's your soul." Every day he lifted heavy, slow, mindful. He breathed in silence, he moved with intention, he treated every repetition as a conversation with his bones. One day, a reporter asked him, "How do you avoid injury?" Pavel smiled. "I never lie to my body. When it says stop, I stop. When it says go, I go. We are partners, not enemies. From him I learn. Listen to your body, not with fear, but with respect. Coach Mara wasn't an athlete. She was a healer disguised as a trainer. She taught cold breath, movement, visualization, posture, emotion, recovery, discipline, self-love. Her greatest lesson was simple. Most sickness begins with a story we tell ourselves. Change the story and the body will follow. She taught athletes to rewrite "I am weak" into "I am strengthening." "I am tired" into "I am rebuilding." "I am sick" into "I am healing." From her I learned words spoken to the self are more powerful than any pill. After years of collecting stories, of watching athletes break limits, heal through pain, rise after devastation, and transform their bodies through a mindset, I understood the truth. True sickness is not flu, not fever, not fatigue. True sickness is hopelessness, fear, overwhelm, stagnation, disconnection, self-neglect. If you heal these, the body becomes strong like a fortress. And so, here is the final truth. You will never be sick again. Once you learn to live like the champions of the world. What does this mean? It means breathe like the runner, face discomfort like the swimmer, fight like the boxer through chemo, dance with fear like the gymnast, defy limits like the wrestler, move like the ultra runner, listen like the weightlifter, speak life like the coach. You will still catch colds. You will still feel pain. You will still age, but you will never again experience the sickness of the soul, the kind that breaks people before illness ever touches them. Because you will have learned what every great athlete knows. Strength is not in the muscles. Strength is not in the legs. Strength is not in the bones. Strength lives in the spirit, and strong spirit keeps the body alive.